Chicken farming is increasingly becoming an important source of livelihood for Ugandan households since it's becoming an affordable source of proteins. The 2024 National Population and Housing Census report shows that 2.9 million households rear chickens, with 79% of them located in rural areas. But as more Ugandans embrace poultry farming, farmers say the challenges are growing too. Beyond the high cost of inputs, farmers are struggling to find a reliable market for their poultry products. Some say they are producing according to the market demands, only to end up with unsold birds and eggs.
The government to help us so that he can export our goods to other countries, because I know other countries are not rearing as we are doing here. They are lacking chicks, they are lacking chicken. They want to eat, they want to enjoy our eggs, but they don't have.
The market issue is mainly because the production is still very, very low. It's not warranting people to come and invest in a market where there is no much supply. This is an issue of supply and demand. If the supply to feed, for example, the Middle East is in millions of birds per week, and for us to can't produce even 100,000, then you cannot get the market.
20,000.
The shortage of locally available chicks is another major concern. Farmers who depend on imported chicks say they are forced to dig deeper into their pockets to meet transport and purchase costs. And by the time the chicks arrive, some are already exhausted from the long journey, while others do not survive the trip.
They get to us when they are tired. They bring it to us because they come from far. So there is a possibility of them being so weak, whereby some of them can even die because of transportation from Kenya, again to a middleman, then from middleman to me.
The hatchery issue is very, very contentious because the birds which we produce here in Uganda, they are mainly local birds produced from homesteads. And most of the birds which we receive from outside, they reach here when they are very tired, especially the broilers and the layers. These birds, we have to have a mechanism of having our own birds within here, especially when we get what we call the grandparent. Those people who import, who get us the birds from outside the country, they never go ahead to give us the grandparent. So when they give us the layers, they cannot produce quality birds the second generation. For example, if you put the eggs of a layer and you put there a cock, they are not produce quality chicks as the parent.
It is a challenge that researchers at the National Agriculture Research Organization, NARO, are now trying to address. NARO has developed a locally adaptable poultry breed with hopes that increased local production of chicks will reduce dependence on imports and make quality chicks more accessible to farmers.
Like in NARO, we are coming up with a dual-purpose breed, which is tailored to our conditions and which is suitable for production of eggs and also for laying eggs and mainly for meat production. This dual-purpose breed can be very important, especially if we can multiply it and make it available to the farmers. The only problem is that the capacity that we have now is small. We cannot satisfy the overwhelming market because this is the only bird which we can have. First of all, it sits on the eggs. Even a lay farmer who takes it outside there will put it in his house and he will sit on the eggs and what we call incubation, and it will hatch.
The Ministry of Agriculture is also encouraging farmers to embrace modern farming methods, including better planning for feed and water. Officials say having adequate feed and water throughout the year can help farmers maintain production even during periods when weather conditions affect availability.
We are concentrating on improving the farm structures to ensure that we have enough water to take the animals throughout the year, but also supplementary feeding, training and equipping and support the farmers to have to conserve the feed, but also to get hay and silage and plant the fodder. So the pasture seeds have been provided. Mechanization is increasing to ensure that more acreage is opened.
Raymond Tamale, NTV.